Hey guys, what's going on? I have Nitrosurge Max by Jacked Factory. Nitrosurge Max. I don't know why I have trouble saying that, but that's the name of this pre-workout. And it's supposed to be a perfectly balanced pre-workout without any exotic stimulants. That means if you're an athlete, you're tested for whatever, you can take this safely. This video will be about the ingredients and of course my review, how it actually worked in real life. Because it's not just about the label, as you can see, but if you are a stim junkie or a beginner, this type of pre-workout will work fine for everybody. And I'll explain, but this is a perfectly balanced pre-workout. The formula, each scoop, each serving has 18.2 grams, 19 grams, basically close to 20 per serving, which is not that big. There are bigger pre-workouts, but the ingredients in here are quite good. I'll explain the ingredients first and then we'll go down to my review. But basically the first ingredient is 9 grams of citrulline, pure citrulline, and this is at 2 scoops, a full serving. So if you take 2 scoops, you're gonna get these dosages. 9 grams of citrulline, that's for the pumps. That's not only for the aesthetic look, but also the performance boost. It's supposed to decrease fatigue, reduce the lactic acid buildup that happens when you're going through those high volume sets during your workouts. But the pumps, the vasodilation, the overall health benefits that citrulline has, no wonder it makes the first ingredient for most pre-workouts. Stim junkie or not, citrulline has a lot of benefits. Vasodilation is one of the big ones, the pumps. So then the next ingredient is betadine, 2.5 grams. This is like a osmolyte ingredient that increases water absorption in your muscles, giving you that bigger look and also helping with strength as it helps with ATP production. So that means it's going to work well if you're already taking creatine, because these two ingredients help the ATP production one way or another. Together, it's going to be some good synergy there for some strength and some power. And then we have tyrosine, 2 grams. This is to increase the production of those feel-good neurotransmitters that happens in your mind. So when you drink caffeine, those neurotransmitters are going to be released. That's why you're a bit more social when you're taking pre-workouts or coffee. You'll feel good and you'll feel talkative. That's because the coffee releases those neurotransmitters. Tyrosine helps increase the production of that. So when you increase the production, you're gonna have more motivation theoretically, more focus, more alertness, and you're gonna get shit done in the gym, hopefully. Pure Caf, organic caffeine, 350 milligrams. So this pre-workout only has Pure Caf as the stimulant. So that's clean, that's just caffeine. It's the foundation of any pre-workout with stimulants because caffeine is literally the grandfather of energy. It's gonna increase alertness, gonna increase energy overall. You're just gonna feel like you're more productive. That's what caffeine does. And that's why when you stop caffeine, you get those withdrawals because then all of a sudden you get the surge of these chemicals in your brain that makes you feel tired when caffeine actually blocks them. So when you're blocking them, you're gonna feel more alert, you're gonna feel more energy, and you're gonna put more into your workouts. You better be though. So then we have alpha GPC, 50%, 300 milligrams. It's a bit underdosed. It's a nootropic that works really well with huperzine, and there is huperzine in here, but alpha GPC is basically a premium form of choline. It's gonna not only help with cognition, but it also helps with muscle size. Alpha size works similarly like betadine, where it increases size and strength. So this choline ingredient is actually the only one that can benefit athletic performance in terms of strength and power. So alpha GPC, it's supposed to be 300 milligrams, but if for some reason it's dosed at 300 milligrams, 50%. So you're only getting half of that in alpha GPC, which means you're supposed to be getting 200 milligrams of pure alpha GPC. So 150 might have some benefits, but the proper dose is 300 milligrams pure alpha GPC. LIV ATP. This is the next ingredient that's similar to betadine and alpha size, where it can increase ATP production and have benefits for muscle and size. So combined together with the other two ingredients, it's gonna help in some way or another, and hopefully you are taking your creatine. Then we have theanine, 100 milligrams. That's to smooth out the stimulants, which is only caffeine in here. Caffeine, 250 milligrams is a big dose, by the way, so theanine will help smooth out that energy. Theanine is a super versatile ingredient. It works in almost any supplement, whether it's for sleep or energy. The reason why is because when it's combined with stimulants, the stimulants gives you a surge of energy, while theanine like smooths it out, keeps it channeled in a way that it's smooth and ongoing, long-lasting feeling. So then, estrogen, this is just to help you absorb all the ingredients together. Whatever estrogen is taken with, it theoretically helps with bioavailability of the other ingredients, meaning it'll increase, like in some way, it'll increase the enzyme that digests the ingredients and food in your stomach. Similar to black pepper extract, but that's a different form. Xanax, this is a patented form, syn active. So 50 milligrams, this is gonna have some nootropic effect in terms of focus and concentration, but it's much more slower. You won't feel it, it won't be as pronounced, but it'll be working. Huperzine, one of my favorite nootropics to be taken with other choline ingredients, because huperzine can actually defend acetylcholine production. So when you have more acetylcholine in your blood, which is going to be increased from alpha GPC, which increases the production of acetylcholine, huperzine will let that flow in your blood for a longer period of time, meaning you'll just have a better day of focus and concentration, leading to that better muscle to mind connection, hopefully. But 250 micromilligrams, it's a pretty good dose. That's pure huperzine. It doesn't say it's standardized, so it's 100%. Hopefully that's not a label mistake, right, Jack Factory? Right, so then we have any other ingredients. We have a bunch of artificial sweeteners. I don't know if you like or don't like, but there is a couple in here. Then we have NooLVL. So this is supposed to be like a focus increasing type of ingredient, but it also has benefits for nitric oxide because it is arginine silicate. Arginine alone isn't that good, but when silicate is bonded to it, you get better absorption and better bioavailability. So arginine silicate has been patented into NooLVL, which is supposed to be like next level for gamers, but NooLVL here, it's gonna help with pumps and concentration. It has like mental enhancing benefits. For example, it can increase blood flow to the brain. Some study found more blood flow to be increased from NooLVL rather than the other nitric oxide boosters, while they do also increase blood flow everywhere. NooLVL, it just has like a specialized area, which is the brain, for some reason. Let me get the flavor out the way, because you're gonna be like, how's this taste? Can I drink and chill with it? Flavor is good, no complaints there. It's artificially sweetened and it's there. It's electric blue raspberry is the one I have, but it tastes good. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be happy. Doesn't taste like it does taste like chemicals, but it's blue raspberry. What do you expect? Real raspberries? Shit. So my experience drinking this, the energy is straightforward. Drinking this increased alertness, increased my concentration, and it just awakened me. And it didn't do it in any dirty way. It was just like a super clean flow of energy going into one direction without any unexpected turns. It's basically how it was. Just a straightforward energy boost, which seemed to increase as I worked out, because I think because of the nitric oxide boosters, which gave me a better efficient way of working out to recover in between those really heavy sets, I would be able to go back and feel even better on the next set. So I felt like my recovery was outdoing my fatigue and I was working out hard. I'm covered in sweat right now because I actually worked out on this today, and I like to do the reviews as I'm fresh off the pre-workout, but it's a super straightforward energy type of pre-workout. But the area that shines is the dry pumps. There is no wet fullness feeling like glycerol where it increases water retention. It's more of a very dry, not very dry, but it was a very fulfilling muscle pumping experience. Like, let's just say that. I felt fuller, but it wasn't extraordinary, but I was like so pumped. I'd be like in the mirror in between those sets where I was taking a break, and I would just be flexing in the mirror. And that really increased my confidence, which also increased my motivation, because I really believed I could break my workout, I could break those weights. And it felt a lot easier to breathe on this type of pre-workout because the stimulants are not that high. you know, taking the break from all those pre-workouts with stimulant-free and DMHA, DMAA, vasoconstrictive ingredients that just make it really hard to breathe, which is why I believe as a stim junkie, you're gonna enjoy this because it's a very straightforward, clean pre-workout that you need to have in between those really dirty days of energy with DMHA and DMAA. Because I know you're taking them if you're watching this, and bro, trust me, taking this, something like this will be perfect. You need to have something in between those really heavy pre-workouts because you're not gonna go 100% all the time. But with this, actually, like I did go 100% because it was just like so much easier. I didn't have nausea, I didn't feel dizzy, and I was just like, I'm in the zone and I'm killing it. Let's talk about that, but for a second, the focus and concentration was top notch. Even though alpha GPC is underdosed, I still felt a great sense of focus and concentration where the workouts it was just me and the weights going back and forth, and lifting them was so easy. It's usually something like I go lifting heavy weight and then for a second, I feel like a head rush of blood, like all of a sudden, but then I feel fine. That's like the other experience I get with dirty energy type of pre-workouts. But with this, I was able to lift the weights, bounce it on my knees, you know, for bench press, for dumbbells. I was just like bounce and just go into it, and then when I was done I wouldn't even throw on the floor. It was really heavy and I went back to my knees to put it back gently on the floor. I just felt like my workouts was going with ease, and I'm talking about 100-pound dumbbell, 2 of them, and that's just for reps. You know, I was doing, you know, just 10 reps, lightweight baby, but it was super easy and my focus and concentration was just top notch. I was just in the zone, and it was very easy to focus because I wasn't feeling like I was about to enter that zone of survival mode and heart attacks and whatnot. 350 milligrams straight shot, perfect. Mixed with nootropics, you're getting benefits not only from caffeine, but also the nootropics, which I felt, maybe NooLVL played a part in that, in increasing my focus and concentration. But literally very nice pre-workout. If I was gonna buy this, would I recommend you buy it? I would say if you're looking for that pre-workout to take and you want to feel at your top in terms of performance and just your health for that day, because you do want to take that break in between those really stim heavy days when you take pre-workouts of that stim heavy stuff, you know, the stim junkie stuff. But taking this just felt a lot easier to work out with really great intensity. I was still going intense because no matter what pre-workout I take, I'm gonna work out at my best, and I'm gonna work out until like I'm gonna work out smart, but at my best. And I don't want to leave that gym without saying to myself, I couldn't have done better. Although that's not possible, like just knowing that for a fact, but I wanted to put 110% into everything, and I did. And I'll just show you some footage. But fantastic experience, because it was just very clean. The focus and concentration was up there. The energy was fine. It was great. I liked it because it increased my alertness, and I was able to work out good. Like there was no problems there with working out and lifting those heavy weights. But you can use my discount code if you want to get this. But compared to Bulk Black, because this is a very similar pre-workout, Bulk Black has less nitric oxide boosters, it has a little bit less caffeine, but it does have natural flavors, while this has artificial stuff. And so Bulk Black, if you want a cleaner experience, Nitrosurge, if you want to like max out your performance in the gym. But I like both. Both pre-workouts are good. I like both. Bulk Black because it's just a clean feeling pre-workout, easy on the stomach. Nitrosurge is fine on the stomach, but I just don't like to know that there's artificial sweeteners. But hopefully you enjoyed this. No matter what, if you take a pre-workout or not, work out at your hardest and actually believe that you can be the better version of yourself that day. You can improve yourself. Actually believe in what you want to do the next day or how you want to look in the future, because that's what matters in the gym, not the pre-workout. But hopefully that helps.